Hello and welcome to Cần Thơ News of Cần Thơ Radio and Television Station. Here are today's headlines. Working session between the Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee with the Standing Board of Cờ Đỏ District Party Committee. 11th session of Cần Thơ City People Council ended with many important issues were decided on. Top news today, on July 11, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Hiếu, alternate member of the Central Committee of the party, Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee, had a working session with the Standing Board of Cờ Đỏ District Party Committee on the performance of tasks in the first 6 months in 2023.
In the last 6 months, Cờ Đỏ District Party Committee has focused on leading the effective implementation of socio-economic development tasks. There are 10 out of 15 targets achieved and exceeded the set schedule. Notably, the average revenue per hectare of agricultural production land is over 131 million Vietnam dong. Budget revenue as of July 9 is more than 64 billion Vietnam dong, reaching over 77% of the plan. The Secretary urged the Cờ Đỏ District Party Committee Standing Board to be resolute, strengthen accountability, and create breakthroughs for local development. To achieve this, it is essential to find ways to free up resources, particularly land resources, and to boost budget revenue for reinvestment and development.
On July 11, the closing session of the 11th session of the Cần Thơ City People Council 11th tenure for 2021-2026 took place. Mr. Nguyễn Văn Hiếu, alternate member of the Party Central Committee, Secretary of City Party Committee, attended the session. Accordingly, the City Council approved a total of 16 draft resolutions, notably the resolutions on socio-economic, national defense, security in the first 6 months, and tasks for the last 6 months of 2023. Additional list of projects requiring land acquisition in 2023, adjusting investment policy of Tây Đô Bridge project, support and reward for the field of education and training, the level of expenses for fostering and rewarding in cultural and artistic activities, and the resolution on the adoption of the regulation on management of architecture of the city, naming and renaming streets in the city. Speaking at the session, Mr. Phạm Văn Hiếu, Standing Deputy Secretary of City Party Committee, Chairman of the City People Council, said that the participants in the meeting had raised their sense of responsibility, enthusiastic, contributed many profound and practical ideas, supplemented reports and completed draft resolutions. Especially, it has unanimously approved 18 draft resolutions in various fields, serving as a basis for the Standing Committee of the People Council and relevant agencies, units and localities to organize the implementation. Roughly 10 opinions have been sent by voters of Vĩnh Thành District to members of the Cần Thơ City National Assembly at the meeting with voters on July 11. In particular, voters pay attention to the issues of investment in transport infrastructure in the district.
Voters of Vĩnh Bình Commune proposed to invest in the construction of a residential road on both sides of the Lộ Tẻ Rạch Sỏi Highway, which both facilitates travel and goods circulation and avoids the situation that people circulate on the highway illegally. The route Thời, Thạch Lộc has 4 to 5 km length. The section through Vĩnh Bình Commune is under construction. It is proposed to be completed soon. Voters of Vĩnh Thành Town and Vĩnh Truyền Commune reflect the shortage of drugs and medical supplies. In fact, there is a shortage of 5-in-1 vaccine to vaccinate children. In addition, voters also suggested that there should be an appropriate way to calculate the electricity price for daily life, ensuring the interests of the people.
According to the Management Board of Cần Thơ Industrial and Export Processing Zones, in the first 6 months of 2023, industrial parks in the city have attracted 2 new investment projects with a total investment of $4.25 billion.
The unit also terminated one project totaling $0.87 million in registered investment capital and alternate investment registration certificates, increasing the total registered investment capital by $50.11 million. The Cần Thơ Industrial Parks now have 258 active projects, have leased 395 8.5 hectares of industrial plant and have a total of 1.87 billion USD in registered investment capital. Of this total, 1.121 billion USD in realized investment capital, or 60% of the total registered investment capital, has been invested. In the last 6 months of the year, the management will focus on supporting visive investors in the implementation of the Thành Industrial Park Project Phase 1. At the same time, supporting CSC Investment and Trading Services Joint Stock Company in the process of applying for investment policy to build and operate infrastructure in Garang District.
On the morning of July 12, the Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Hiếu, had a meeting with the ODA Project Management Board on the process of implementing the Cần Thơ City development projects and enhancing urban adaptability. For the city of Cần Thơ, this project is crucial. In addition to improving connectivity between the city center and newly developed urban areas, protecting the city's central core from flooding risk, and contributing to urban embellishment, the project also effectively supports the socio-economic development of the area and strengthens the ability of the local government to manage disaster risk. The ground of some bidding packages is the project's toughest challenge. The capacity for management, administration, and public obligations of the city's ODA Project Management Board is still limited, and it takes a lot of time to eliminate and resolve department challenges. Therefore, despite the extension, all packages remain incomplete. Also on the morning of July 12, the People Committee of Cần Thơ City held a workshop on solutions to build a sustainable new countryside. Mr. Nguyễn Ngọc Hare, Vice Chairman of the City People Committee, attended and delivered a speech. At the workshop, departments, branches, new rural coordination office and localities focus on presenting and discussing many issues related to the process of building new countryside in the area. For example, the current situation, orientation and solutions for sustainable construction, experiences, practices and solutions in the locality, the effectiveness of model and smart hamlets, current situation and solutions to implement security and order criteria, the role of the front at all levels, etc. This is considered an important basis for departments, agencies and localities to master the regulations as well as how to implement them to achieve the criteria in a methodical and scientific manner. On July 12, the Standing Board of the Central Committee of the Vietnam Fairland Front coordinated with agencies of the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment to organize a training conference on coordination in environmental protection and response to climate change in 2023. At the conference, the delegates exchanged and shared experiences from experts and managers of the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment and the Departments of Natural Resources and Environment, representatives of the front at all levels about specific and effective ways of protecting the environment and responding to climate change. As of now, 63 out of 63 provinces and cities nationwide have signed a coordination program or coordination plan between the Standing Committee of the Vietnam Fairland Front Committee at the provincial level and the Department of Natural Resources and Environment for implementation of the coordination program for the 2021-2025 time frame. Coming up next is the weather forecast. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.